Hello, Jay here. Welcome to Intermediate Guitar Interlude number 4. These interludes take place every 4 chapters. This is also a great time to pick a new song to learn. It could be any kind of song. You could go in by your ear. You could use some online resources like YouTube and Tab and all the tutorials available, or you could purchase books too. But I definitely recommend keep learning your songs, and so many great songs and bands out there, so make sure you pick some ones that you really like so that you're inspired and you can start to build up your song repertoire from there. Okay, today we're going to continue some arpeggios, and today we're going to talk about dominant 7 chords. Okay, now for a dominant 7 chord, basically we have a major triad and a flat 7. So when we do these arpeggios, we're going to be using those 4 notes for each of these chords. And I'll talk about each of the chords as we go. As we arpeggiate these chords, we're going to be playing them in order from the 1, 3, 5, flat 7, and then we'll have some repetition. Sometimes we'll stop at a certain note for the highest note, but we're basically staying in different positions for all these arpeggios. All of these arpeggios, besides the open positions, are going to be movable shapes, and then just look for where the roots are. The root is basically the name of the chord you're playing. So if our root is on the 6th string or the 5th string, you can start to target your different keys from there and play any arpeggios for dominant 7 chords in any keys. And also using this logic, we can start to map out and be able to arpeggiate the same chord in the different positions on the neck. Okay, for your picking, you could just do all down picks. Sometimes you might see me doing some alternate picking. I might do an up and a down, and then sometimes I'll also go into steady down picks as I'm ascending, and then using some up picks as I'm descending. Okay, I'll just be playing each of these arpeggios a couple times, but I definitely recommend repeat them several times, 8 to 12 times, and then try some different tempos too. Okay, let's start off with number 1. We're going to arpeggiate an E7 chord, and the notes for this are going to be the 1, 3, 5, flat 7 in the key of E. So that's going to be an E, G sharp, B, and a D natural. Okay, let's go ahead and start off. In your open position, we're going to start off with our 6th string, open 4. Then we're going to go 2nd fret on the 5th string, open to 2 on your 4th string, just the 1st fret on your 3rd string, open 3 on the 2nd string, and then open 4 on your 1st string. Now descending back down, we'll go open, 1st string, 3 open on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, 3rd string, 2 to open on your 4th string, 2nd fret, 5th string, and then 4 open on your 6th string. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and play that arpeggio up and down. Okay, for number 2, we're going to arpeggiate an A7 in open position. Our notes are going to be an A, C sharp, E, and a G natural. We're going to start off open 4 on the 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, open 2 on the 3rd string, 2nd fret on the 2nd string, and then we'll go open 3 on the 1st string, and we'll stop there. That's our G natural. That's the flat 7 note right there. Coming back down, we'll have our open 1st string, 2nd fret, 2nd string, 2 to open on your 3rd string, 2nd fret on your 4th string, and then 4 to open on the 5th string. Okay, here's that arpeggio up and down. Okay, for number 3, we're going to arpeggiate a F7 chord. Our notes are going to be an F, A, C, and an E flat. Okay, now this is going to have a little bit of an open string in here, but we're pretty much working off of our 1st position for this. Okay, now we'll start off with our 1st fret on the 6th string. That's the note F. Open 3 on the 5th string. 1 to 3 on the 4th string. 2nd fret, 3rd string. 1 to 4 on your 2nd string. And then we'll go 1 to 5 on the 1st string. And that's finishing on the note A. That's our 3rd in this key. Coming back down, we'll go to our 1st fret, 1st string, 4 to 1, 2nd string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3 to 1 on the 4th string, 3 open on your 5th string, and then 1st fret on your 6th string. Okay, here's that arpeggio. Okay, for number 4, we're going to take it to a B flat 7. Our notes are a B flat, D, F, and an A flat. And this is going to be, again, sort of targeting our first position with a little bit of open strings in there too. We're going to start off on the note B flat. That's our first fret on the 5th string. Open 3 on the 4th string. 1 to 3 on the 3rd string. 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And then 1 to 4 on your 1st string. And we're cutting this one off on the flat 7. That's our A flat right there. Coming back down, 1st fret 1st string, 3rd fret 2nd string, 3 to 1 on the 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 4th string to open, and then 1st fret on the 5th string. Okay, here's that arpeggio. Okay, let's take it to number 5. Now we're going to arpeggiate a G7. Notes are going to be a G, B, D, F natural, starting on our 3rd fret on the 6th string. And then this is a good example of the 6th string root arpeggio for this dominant 7 chord, totally movable. So remember these shapes and how these notes flow, because this is basically the same concept. You could move up to any fret and have a dominant 7 arpeggio. Okay, now for your G7, we're going to start off 3rd fret on the 6th string. We'll go 2 to 5 on the 5th string, 3 to 5, 4th string, 4th fret 3rd string, 3 to 6 on your 2nd string, and then 3 to 7 on the 1st string. Okay, ending on the note B, that's our 3rd in this key. Coming back down, 3rd fret 1st string, 6 to 3 2nd string, 4th fret 3rd string, 5 to 3 on the 4th string, 5 to 2 on the 5th string, and then 3rd fret on the 6th string. Okay, here's that arpeggio. Okay, for number 6, we're going to target C7, and this is going to be, again, a movable shape that will start off with the root on the 5th string. So we'll start off on the 3rd fret 5th string. That's the note C. Our notes for this arpeggio are going to be a C, E, G, and a B flat. Okay, going from the 3rd fret 5th string, now we'll go to the 4th string, 2 to 5. 3rd string is a 3 to 5. 2nd string is a 5, and then the 1st string is a 3 and a 6. Okay, coming back down, 3rd fret 1st string, 5th fret 2nd string, 5 to 3 on the 3rd string, 5 to 2 on the 4th string, and then 3rd fret on the 5th string. Okay, here's this arpeggio. Okay, going on to page 2. We're going to now arpeggiate an A7, and this one's going to start with I'm using my pinky for this. You could also start with your ring finger, but this is going to basically be just right behind our A7 bar chord position off of the 6th string. So we're going to be kind of in this 2nd position right here. And this is also a good connecting position from our open position, just to show you how you can play your A7, let's say, all over the neck. It's just by combining these different shapes and patterns and the positions. Okay, for this one, I'm going to start off 5th fret on the 6th string. I'm using my pinky. 4th fret on the 5th string. Then we'll go 2 to 5 on the 4th string. 2nd fret 3rd string. 2 to 5 on the 2nd string. And then 3 to 5 on the 1st string. Ending right on the note A. That's our 2nd octave for this scale. Okay, now coming back down, we'll go 3rd fret 1st string. We'll go 5 to 2, 2nd string. 2nd fret 3rd string, 5 to 2 on the 4th string, and then we'll go 4th fret 5th string to our 5th fret on the 6th string. Okay, here's that arpeggio. And you can experiment using your ring finger or your pinky, see which one you like. Sometimes I use a little bit of both too, depending. Okay, for number 2, we're going to arpeggiate a D7, and this is going to be, again, kind of right behind our D7 bar chord shape off the 5th fret, so it's kind of targeting our C shape, D7 right here. Okay, the notes for this arpeggio are going to be a D, F sharp, A, and a C natural. I'm starting off with the 5th fret on the 5th string, go to the 4th fret, 4th string, 2 to 5 on the 3rd string, 3rd fret 2nd string, and then 2 to 5 on the 1st string. This one ends on the note A, that's our 5th in this key. Coming back down, 2nd fret 1st string, 3rd fret, 2nd string, 5 to 2, 3rd string, 4th fret, 4th string, and then 5th fret, 5th string. Here's that arpeggio. Okay, now just to point out, if I want to do that arpeggio in D sharp, let's say, all I do is just scoot up a half step, and so on. So completely movable shapes at this point. Okay, now for the next one, number 3, we're going to arpeggiate a B7. Now this is going to be the same shape that we used off of our G7 arpeggio. So just basically your 6-string root arpeggio for a dominant chord. Our notes are going to be a B natural, a D sharp, F sharp, and an A natural. Okay, we're going to start off 7th fret, 6th string. We'll go 6 to 9 on the 5th string, 7 to 9, 4th string, 8th fret, 3rd string, 7 to 10 on the 2nd string, and then 7 to 11 on the 1st string. This one's ending on our 3rd, that's the note D sharp. Coming back down, we'll go 7th fret, 1st string, 10 to 7, 2nd string, 8th fret, 3rd string, 9 to 7, 4th string, 9 to 6 on the 5th string, and then 7th fret, 6th string. Okay, here's that arpeggio. Okay, we're going to switch it for number 4 to E7, and this one's basically targeting right off of our E7 bar chord, off of the 5th string with our root. Okay, the notes for this arpeggio will be an E, G sharp, B, and a D natural. We're going to start off 7th fret, 5th string. We'll go 6 to 9 on the 4th string, 7 to 9, 3rd string, 9th fret, 2nd string, and then 7 to 10 on the 1st string. This one ends on the note D, that's our flat 7. Coming back down, 7th fret, 1st string, 9th fret, 2nd string, 9 to 7, 3rd string, 9 to 6, 4th string, and then 7th fret, 5th string. Here's that arpeggio. Okay, for number 5, we're going to arpeggiate a D7, and this one will be right behind our 6-string root dominant chord, so it's kind of right behind it, in between, basically like our D7 off of the 5th string. So another good arpeggio to know to fill in those gaps in between our root positions. Okay, the notes for D7 will be a D, F sharp, A, and a C natural. Going to start off 10th fret, 6th string, 9th fret, 5th string. We'll go 7 to 10 on the 4th string, 7th fret, 3rd string, 7 to 10, 2nd string, and then 8 to 10 on our 1st string. Ends us right on the note D, that's our root. Coming back down, 8th fret, 1st string, 10th fret to 7 on the 2nd string, 7th fret, 3rd string, 10 to 7, 4th string, 9th fret, 5th string, and then 10th fret, 6th string. Here's that arpeggio. Okay, last one, we're going to do a G7 arpeggio, and this one's going to be basically right behind our 5th string bar chord, again, kind of off of the C shape for our G7. Notes are going to be a G, B, D, and an F natural. Going to start off 10th fret, 5th string, 9th fret, 4th string, 7 to 10, 3rd string, 8th fret, 2nd string, 7 to 10 on your 1st string. Coming back down, 7th fret, 1st string, 8th fret, 2nd string, 10 to 7, 3rd string, 9th fret, 4th string, and then 10th fret, 5th string. Here's that arpeggio. Okay, that'll do it for these dominant 7 arpeggios. It's great to know all your arpeggios for the different kind of chords, and eventually we'll also talk about some major 7 chords and minor 7 chords. Leading into the next book, we'll even get into more arpeggios with some different extensions and altered chords. So arpeggios are also a great warm-up. If you're ever ready to start playing, it's good to run a couple scales, run some arpeggios. And I also want to point out, eventually we'll learn how to do some sweep picking where we'll incorporate some hammer-ons and pull-offs into our sweeps and do less picking and more of a fluid motion. So those are some fun things we get to as we get a little bit more advanced. For part 3, we're going to map out the blues scale in the key of E throughout all the positions. Okay, to make a blues scale, we're going to basically take the 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, and flat 7. So we're altering a few notes from the major scale, and it's basically like your minor pentatonic, and we're just adding that one note, the flat 5th. Okay, so in the key of E, our notes are going to be an E, G, A, B flat, B natural, and a D. I'll just be playing each of these one time. I recommend repeat them all 8 to 12 times and check out some different tempos. I'm going to be using the baseball terminology, so it's going to start with home base, go to first base, second base, shortstop, third base, and then we're back to home base, but we're going to be up an octave higher. Okay, let's go ahead and start off in what I call home base, and this is when we start right on the root. So this is going to be right in our open position. We're going to go open 3 on the 6th string, open 1, 2 on your 5th string, open 2 on the 4th string, open 2, 3 on your 3rd string, open 3, 2nd string, and then open 3, 1st string. Coming back down, open 1st string, 3 open 2nd string, 2, 3 open 3rd string, 2 open 4th string, 2, 1 open 5th string, and then 3 open 6th string. Okay, here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. Number 2, this is going to be in our second position, and we're going to go 3, 5, 6 on the 6th string, 2 to 5 on your 5th string, 2 to 5 on your 4th string, 2, 3, 4, 3rd string, 3, 5, 2nd string, and then we'll go 3, 5, 6 on your 1st string. Coming back down, 5 to 3, 5, 3, 2nd string, 4, 3, 2, 3rd string, 5 to 2, 4th string, 5 to 2, 5th string, and then 6, 5, 3, 6th string. Here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. Okay, for number 3, we're going to take it into second base. This is in our 5th position. We're going to go 5, 6, 7 on your 6th string, 5, 7, 5th string, 5, 7, 8, 4th string, 4 to 7, 3rd string, 5 to 8, 2nd string, and then 5, 6, 7, 1st string. Coming back down, 6 to 5, 8 to 5, 2nd string, 7 to 4 on your 3rd string, then we'll go 8, 7, 5 on the 4th string, 7, 5, 5th string, and then 7, 6, 5, 6th string. Here's that scale up and down. Okay, for number 4, we're going to take it to the shortstop, and this is in our 7th position. We're going to start off 7 to 10, 6th string, 7 to 10, 5th string, 7, 8, 9, 4th string, 7 to 9, 3rd string, 8, 10, 11, 2nd string, and then 7 to 10, 1st string. Coming back down, 7th fret, 11, 10, 8, 2nd string, 9 to 7, 3rd string, 9, 8, 7, 4th string, 10 to 7, 5th string, and then 10 to 7, 6th string. Here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. Okay, next one's going to be third base. This is right behind where we're going to start on our home base and where things start to repeat. Okay, this is in our 9th position. We're going to go 10 to 12 on the 6th string, 10, 12, 13 on your 5th string, 9 to 12 4th string, 9 to 12 3rd string, 10, 11, 12 2nd string, and then 10, 12 1st string. Coming back down, 10th fret, 12, 11, 10 2nd string, 12 to 9 on your 3rd string, 12 to 9 on your 4th string, 13, 12, 10 on the 5th string, and then 12 to 10 6th string. Here's that scale up and down. Okay, for the last one, number 6, we're going to be back into home bass, but now we're an octave higher, so we're in our 12th position. As we started with an open to 3, that's an E and a G on your low 6th string. Now we're going to be doing those same notes on our 12 to 15 up an octave. Okay, so this one we're going to go 12 to 15 6th string, 12, 13, 14 5th string, 12 to 14 4th string, 12, 14, 15 3rd string, 12 to 15 2nd string, and then 12 to 15 1st string. Coming back down, 12th fret, 15 to 12 2nd string, 15, 14, 12 3rd string, 14 to 12 4th string, 14, 13, 12 5th string, and then 15 to 12 6th string. Here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. You can use these same positions using the baseball terminology to also map out all your different keys in the blues scale. Just find your roots and then bump those positions around. You can also map out your higher positions using this terminology. So just take your first bass, which we did down in our 2nd position, and that would now be your 14th position. And you could probably squeeze in a couple more if you're going electric style. Okay, now that we've mapped out our whole neck in the E blues scale, let's do some jamming and improvisation. We can jam on major, minor, or dominant 7 chords. So I'm just going to play some E major to start off and then do a little E blues scale. Start off with some chords, some scales. Back to some chords. A little more scale. Okay, now I'm going to do the same concept. I'm going to jam this time on an E minor chord and then play some E blues scale. Start off with some chords, some scales. Back to some chords. Okay, for part 4, we're going to look at doing some cool just rhythm guitar licks, and a lot of these I've picked up from cool guitarists like Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's basically where we're going to slide up a position and then run some pentatonic scales, and we'll be able to find some cool soulful bends and hammer-ons and pull-offs and slides too. Okay, for number 1, we're basically going to be jamming on a C major chord, and we're going to scoot ourselves up into a 5th position scale, and we could look at our scale like the C major pentatonic or the A minor pentatonic, since they both share the same notes. So let's just look at it from a C major pentatonic perspective. For our C major pentatonic, our notes are going to be a C, D, E, G, and an A back to C, and we're basically picking the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 from the major scale. If we look at this from an A minor perspective, we'll have the notes A, C, D, E, and a G back to A. We're going to run our 5th position scale. It's going to go 5 to 8 on your 6th string, 5 to 7 5th string, 5 to 7 4th string, 5 to 7 3rd string, 5 to 8 2nd string, and then 5 to 8 on your 1st string. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to first strum some quarter notes on a C major chord. I'm just doing a C major bar chord. You could also do open position C major chord if you like, but I got my index finger on the 3rd fret, 5th string, ring fingers barring my 5th frets on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, and then I'm just muting my low and my high string. Okay, now for this exercise, we're going to have a couple different examples of some licks, and we're going to play the same licks in 3 different keys as we go through the next numbers. I've also left one completely open for you to make your own licks, and you could also just do some improvisation once you find some of these notes. It's really fun just to jam away on them. So this is going to be a little bit of some written examples and then some for you to create. Okay, now for number 1A, we're going to have a lick. We're going to slide up from our 5th to our 7th fret on the 5th string, and I'm going to recommend, since we're coming from our C major bar chord, use your ring finger to slide on up, and that'll be the first beat, that slide from 5 to 7 on your 5th string. Okay, now we'll do a hammer on from 5 to 7 on the 4th string, hammer on 5 to 7 on your 3rd string. For the 5-7-5 hammer-on pull-off, we're going to put an 8th note triplet rhythm on that, so it'll sound like this. 4 triplet. And then we'll go to a pull-off 7-5 on the 4th string. And then the last lick's going to be 2 8th notes. It's going to be a hammer-on 5 to 7 on your 5th string. And we're just going to let that note ring. You can put some vibrato too on it if you'd like. Okay, now the goal is going to be playing a bar or two of a C major bar chord and then leading into this lick. So now I'm going to play C major for a bar, and then I'm going to play lick number A. 3, 4. Okay, now here it is a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now for B, we're going to do a different lick, and we're going to do the same approach with our first slide from 5 to 7. I'm going to recommend ring finger on your 5th string. Okay, now we're going to do a double stop. Your 5th fret's on the 2 middle strings, 4th and 3rd strings. Now we'll do another hammer-on 5 to 7 on the 4th string. Okay, now another double stop. We're going to go 5th frets on your 3rd and 2nd string. Okay, now we're going to sort of descend our scale. We're going to go 5th fret, 1st string, 8 to 5 on your 2nd string. Now we're going to do a bend release to a pull off on the 7th fret on the 3rd string, pulling off to the 5th fret on the 3rd string. So this would be like this. One more time. Okay, then we'll go back to our 7th fret on the 4th string, and then ending on the 5th fret on the 3rd string. Okay, now here's B setting it up with the C major chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now for C, you could basically make up your own lick, and you could also just jam and improv. So you've got your scale. Have fun with it, make up some licks, and then you can start to get your own jam going. We're going to bump everything to D major, and just to show you how the guitar has similar patterns, and we just basically bump around on different frets, and just to get to know the same licks in a different key in a different position. Okay, now for D major, we're going to be targeting the D major pentatonic in the 7th position. This is also the B minor pentatonic, and that's our relative major and minor right there. So for our scale, we're going to go 7 to 10 on the 6th string, 7 to 9 5th string, 7 to 9 4th string, 7 to 9 3rd string, 7 to 10 2nd string, 7 to 10 1st string. Okay, now our notes for the D major pentatonic is a D, E, F sharp, A, and a B. And if we think of it from B minor, that'd be like a B, D, E, F sharp, A, back to a B. Okay, now for my D major bar chord, I'm just taking my bar chord up a full step. So I've got my index on the 5th fret, 5th string, ring fingers barring the 7th frets on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, and then muting your low and your high string. You could also do your open position D if you'd like to, but this is kind of geared towards being able to play a bar chord and bumping right on up to the next position. Okay, now for lick A, it's going to be the same thing we did in C, but now we're up a full step. So it's going to have our slide now is going to be with our ring finger from 7 to 9 on your 5th string, hammer on 7 to 9 4th string, hammer on 7 to 9 3rd string. Here is the hammer-on pull-off combination, 7, 9, 7, 3rd string. 4th string is a 9, 7 pull-off, and then hammer-on 7 to 9 on your 5th string. Here's number 2A with the chord setup, 3, 4. And here is a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, for B, we're going to start off with that slide, 7 to 9 on your 5th string. I recommend ring finger for that. Now here's our double stop. We're going to do the 7th frets on the 4th and 3rd string. Hammer on 7 to 9 on your 4th string. And a double stop 7th frets on your 3rd and 2nd string. Now we're going to descend our scale, 7th fret on your 1st string, 10 to 7 on the 2nd string. Now here comes a bend, release, pull off. We're going to bend the 9th fret on the 3rd string and then pull it off to your 7th fret. So bend, release to a pull off, and then 9th fret, 4th string, and then ending on our 7th fret, 3rd string. Okay, now here it is with setting it up with the D major chord. 3, 4. Okay, now for C, go ahead and make your own lick, and you can just jam and improv too, have some fun with it. Okay, for number 3, we're just going to take these same licks, but now we're going to transfer it down to our low 6th string and just show you how the guitar has got all those same patterns. We just need to make a couple tweaks here and there. Okay, now for this one, we're going to be targeting our G major bar chord, and we're going to be using the G major pentatonic scale. You could also think of this as the E minor pentatonic scale. So our scale is going to be 5 to 7 on our 6th string, 5 to 7 5th string, 5 to 7 4th string, 4 to 7 3rd string, 5 to 8 2nd string, and then 5 to 7 1st string. The notes for a G major pentatonic will be a G, A, B, D, and an E, back to G. And if you think of it from E minor, that would be an E, G, A, B, and a D, back to E. Okay, now for our G major bar chord, I'm just going to be right on my 3rd fret here. I got my index finger, 3rd fret 6th string, ring fingers on the 5th fret 5th string, pinkies on the 5th fret 4th string, middle fingers on the 4th fret 3rd string, and then barring to get my 3rd frets on the first 2 strings. You could also use your open G chord if you like to. Okay, now for A, here's our first lick. Now we're going to be sliding from 5 to 7 on your 6th string. I recommend ring finger. We're going to hammer on 5 to 7 on your 5th string, hammer on 5 to 7 on the 4th string, hammer on pull off combination 5, 7, 5 on your 4th string, pull off 7 to 5 on your 5th string, and then hammering on 5 to 7 on the 6th string. Here it is with the chord setup. 3, 4. Here is a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, for B, we're going to start off with that same slide, 5 to 7 on the 6th string. I recommend ring finger. Now we're going to do a double stop, 5th frets on your 5th and 4th string. We're going to hammer on 5 to 7 on the 5th string. Okay, now our double stop is going to be 5th fret 4th string and then 4th fret 3rd string. I recommend a middle and a index for that. And I just want to point out the difference in our tuning on the guitar. We used to be fretting this with the same frets on the first licks on the 2nd and 3rd string, and just note that now the higher notes are fret back. Okay, now we're going to start to descend our scale. We go 5th fret on the 2nd string, 7 to 4 on the 3rd string. Okay, now we're going to do a bend, release, pull off on the 7th fret 4th string, pulling off to the 5th fret 4th string. I want to point out you could bend this one up, you could bend it down, either way. And then 7th fret 5th string, ending on your 5th fret on the 4th string. Now here it is with the chord setup. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here is a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now for C, go ahead and make up your own lick or do some jamming and improv with it. Have some fun with it. All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next chapter. Take care.